The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here's Jackson, and that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready? 230?
50 seconds to Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. 50.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Going touch. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
57, Mike 57.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 24.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm coming after you. Start. 180.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts got it.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. That's caught by Roberts. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Like 5. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He's got a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same.
It got his man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 1st down. It's Connor, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't
Brings
ready.
up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Returnable for Thomas. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. That's the run. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Roberts has it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing
They
to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 59 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. One last shot for Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.